Well, I was really pleased with how our guys played the game. You know, I felt like from the very beginning all the way until the end, you know, we never played the score. We were ready to play. Thought our defense was as good as it's been all year. I don't think Central Arkansas played very well. But you know, I've been in a lot of games where when the other team doesn't play very well, your guys play down to the level of competition. And that's what you fear as a coach, because it leads to bad habits, bad shots. And I thought our togetherness, I thought our defensive effort was up to the standard that we set every single day, and it's good to see.
Chris, how much can a game like this give Vijay confidence moving forward?
I don't know. You have to ask him, but you know he never complains. You know, I know that he's been struggling with not playing his best and being bothered by it, but you never see him frown in the locker room. He doesn't mope. He doesn't pout. Put him, you know, out of the starting lineup, bring him off the bench. He doesn't change his demeanor, and in some ways, you wish he would, you know, get a little bit fired up. But it was great to see. I thought he was aggressive. You know, he attacked the rim. I thought defensively he did a terrific job keeping guys in front of him, and that's how we need Vijay to play each and every night. Not necessarily the points, but just attacking and aggressive. Slow down on the questions, please.
Chris, when you've got, you know, Steven scoring the first 10 points in the first half, and then Jordan scoring like the first 8 points, I think, in the second, when you have two guys who are just have hot hands that night, are you trying to get people to just get the ball to them, or in a game like this where kind of you're already up by so many, are you trying to be a little more creative with your shot? We're
just trying to execute. I think certainly to start the game, our intention was to get the ball inside and establish Steven. I thought he did as good of a job as he's done all year of getting the big kid in foul trouble, posting deep, finishing, offensive rebound. I mean, he almost had double-digit rebounds, which is something I honestly sort of expected, you know, that he would have more rebounds each game than he has. But, yeah, our objective in this game and a lot of games is to establish him inside, and I thought he did a really good job. You know, I thought Jordan took really good shots tonight. And, you know, they say that you're the percentage that's on the back of your bubble gum card, you know, as a baseball hitter when guys go in slumps. And I know Jordan's a terrific shooter, but as I told him, you know, if you take really good shots, your percentage is going to go up. And, you know, I'd say through the first 7 games, he probably took 1 bad 3 a game. Well, that's 7 bad threes. He didn't make any of them. And now instead of shooting, 27%, he's shooting mid-30s. It doesn't look so bad. And tonight I thought he took really good shots. And that was good to see. That's growth in Jordan.
Coach, coming off 2 big wins against Michigan State Seton Hall, how did you get the team to get up and I guess not overlook Central Arkansas and maybe look ahead to Indiana on Saturday? How did you keep them humbled?
Well, I feel like that's our job. You know, in terms of keeping them humble, I would have thought the whole offseason could keep a group humble for a long, long time. You know, nobody talked about us. If they did, it was negatively. But I give our seniors and our upperclassmen a lot of credit for being a mature group. You know, when you come out there and you go through warm-ups and nobody's really in the stands and you find out they have a player, one of their best players in suspension, I think it's a little bit easier to go out there and just try to get some buckets and have fun, and next thing you know, it's a 4-point game with 3 minutes left in the half. Guys like Christian Cunningham, you know, Vijay King, Dwayne Sutton, they're a little bit more mature than that, and that's a good sign.
You mentioned they didn't play to the score. Obviously, some of what you just said plays into that, but how do you keep guys motivated, you know, for 40 minutes when they're up 30, 40 points?
I just try to be real with them and point out, you know, the obvious things. And sometimes it doesn't work, and that's when you learn lessons. But I thought, like I said, we have 10 players that play. So if a guy, if I feel like he's letting the team down or he wasn't in the position that he was supposed to be, then I'll just take him out. And, you know, usually when you sit on the bench, that's a lot of motivation when you get back in there. Okoye wasn't very good the first stint tonight, and I told him, he had given up an offensive rebound on a free throw. He left his feet on a shot fake. It results in 4 points for the other team, and then he came back in and he was a different person. And so the bench can motivate sometimes. And again, I don't want to be the coach just once you make a mistake, you go to the bench. I think then you're looking over your shoulder, but just try to be real with our guys.
Are you satisfied having, 10 players that you can play like that? Some coaches like having a smaller number. Is that a number you're satisfied with right now?
I'm satisfied with 5 guys, with 15 guys, as long as they play hard, as long as they play together. And, that could easily go to 7 or 8 if all of a sudden a guy has a different agenda. But if guys are on the same page and they play hard and they play together, then they should earn the opportunity to play.
Any further, Coach?
One more, Coach. A couple days to talk about this still, but just initial thoughts of the test on Saturday and what you guys faced there.
Yeah, I'll be truthful. I don't know a whole lot about Indiana. Obviously I had a lot of battles with Archie when he was in the Atlantic 10 at Dayton. I know Louisville fans and IU fans can't appreciate that rivalry, but it was very heated between the two programs. He's an amazing coach. Their coach before that was amazing. It's one of the best places in the country to play. They demolished a team that we lost to in New York. So we know we have our hands full. We've got to be able to be a composed team. But make no mistake, we're going to go there on Saturday and compete to win. And, we'll find out what happens.